Dear friends, greetings to all. Today's topic is tabulation. Tabulation is in the third chapter named Classification and Tabulation of the subject Business Statistics. This chapter is followed with the introduction and collection of data. The meaning of tabulation is the orderly arrangement of data in rows and columns. It is a scientific and systematic arrangement of data in rows and columns. It is followed with the classification. The mass data is collected and then it is grouped, and which is called classification, that is based on some common characteristics. And this classified data should be arranged systematically. Now see the difference between classification and tabulation. Classification is only for the purpose of tabulation, whereas tabulation is not for the purpose of classification. Classification means grouping the data on the basis of some common characteristics, whereas tabulation is arrangement of the data in rows and columns. Table helps for the further analysis. Only through the tables further statistical analysis is possible, but it is not from the classified information. Then now let us study the rules for tabulation. There are 8 different rules. First one is number. The table should be given number in order to identify it. That means table number 5 or just table 5. Like that it would be mentioned before the table. Then second one is heading. Then the heading should be very brief and convey the meaning of the content in the table. Then next one is the steps and captions. Steps is the information related to the rows. Caption is the information related to columns. That is in the row horizontal one. That is that is called stub, and caption should be very clear and very brief. That is more important. That means in the left hand side you may be mentioning the income below 10,000, then income above 10,000, like that. And the column number of families, like that it would be mentioned. Then next one is the body of the table. Fourth one is body of the table. That means it should be very clear. Only relevant information should be available, and anybody can understand it very easily. That is the body of the language, body of the table should be very clear one. Then next one is spacing. Proper spacing should be provided for the columns and rows so that it looks very clear and give very appeal to the viewers or the readers. Then next one is the average and totals. If the characters of the data requires some total, then total should be mentioned and that the row lost total. Then in the columns it should be mentioned the column totals. Then if there is need for average, then that average should be mentioned at the last. Right. The next one is the footnotes. Footnotes means some character of the data mentioned in the table, that is in row or column. You should need further clarification and explanation, means the special marking should be given in the particular box, and corresponding to that at the end of the table, that description should be given. That is called the footnotes. Then last one is source. The source of the information should be given. It may be from primary data, means the reason that researcher themselves collected the data, then it is primary source, it should be mentioned as source. In other source it has been taken, it should be clearly mentioned. The next one is the requirement for a good table. Requirement of table means table should be very simple and very clear. And second one is column and rows should not be too narrow or too wide. So optimum one only. Then third one, brief description should be given for the particulars of rows and column. That is steps and captions. Then table should clearly give the measurement, units of measurement very clearly. The table should be very optimum one only. The figures mentioned should be closely related to the rows and columns. These are all the requirements for a good table. Then let us study the types of tables. Tables may be classified into two types. First one is simple and complex tables. Second one, general purpose and special purpose tables. Then first one, simple and complex table. Table explaining only one characteristics, that is the simple table. The table is explaining income and the number of individuals, or marks and number of students, one character. And another one is complex table, means more than one character, two or more characters should be there. Suppose marks of students in the first column, then second one is marks for class A and marks for class B, and then mark for class C, like that, for a particular subject. So divisions may be there. If it is mentioned like that, then it is called complex table. Then second one is the general table or special table, special purpose table, general purpose table. As general purpose table is the table meant for all the people. That is the statistical department is giving data, or government is giving the census. Then any other government reports in the form of tables are general purpose. Special purpose table means it is only for a particular purpose the table is formed. That means a special purpose table. Example, this is census report, which is a general report table. That is general purpose table, census. Then that it is related to some particular area, or related to particular disease, everything, that is special purpose table. Okay, thank you very much.